It's your girl Key. Just want to say thank you for the feedback regarding the video I did yesterday about depression and life, and how often what I see is that many people who develop mental health problems, depression, anxiety, and so on, it's often because they want life on their terms. And like I said, once again, life will always teach you that life doesn't work on your terms. Your only real power lies in how you respond to the adversities of life. To the individual who asked me about momentary happiness, momentary depression, look, we can all have seasons in our life when we don't feel great or we're sad, and that's fine. Yeah. The challenge is for many people, they want to be perpetually happy. If you want to be perpetually happy, you will be perpetually depressed because you cannot live in a state of happiness all the time. You need the yin and the yang. You need the good and the bad. That's how life works. Happiness is momentary. You cannot live in happiness. Better to develop contentment. Now, contentment is something different. Contentment is about you being in the here and now, not thinking about the future, not worrying about the past, but you're living in the now and you're grateful for everything that you have. Contentment, in my view, is superior to wanting to be happy. And for all of those people out there who call yourself, I'm depressed, be careful about labeling yourself as depressed. Because what you do is you make an emotion a part of your identity. I'm a depressed person. That is not great for your greatness. Depression may well be momentary. It may be a season in your life. It may well be situational, right? Because there's situations in your life where it's appropriate for you to feel sad. Maybe appropriate for you to feel a little bit depressed. But then to call and to assimilate an emotion, a sadness as a part of your identity is not helpful for you. Because if you label yourself as I'm a depressive or I'm depressed, then what happens if you have a moment of joy and happiness? What do you say? I am joy, I am happiness? Doesn't even sound right. So be careful about these names that you call yourself, because if you say I am depressed, it's highly likely that you will have behaviors that complement that identity that you are giving to yourself. As you may or you may not know, I am a psychotherapist. I've trained for a long time and had therapy for years to get where I am. I am passionate about helping people to get beyond the surface level. Most of our behavior comes from our unconsciousness. So for a lot of people who come to see me, let's be frank, they often come to see me after they've been to other people or they've had CBT, right? CBT is wonderful. It's great. It gives you tools and strategies. But remember, people do not live in a bubble. There are social factors, political factors, race, class, access to opportunity, your education. All of these are fundamental factors that make up who you are. Your birth order, family dynamics, whether you were the scapegoat in the family, were you the golden child in the family. All of these factors impact on the person that you are today and the dilemmas that you have, and most importantly, how you resolve life's dilemmas. Resolving life's dilemmas is fundamental to your mental well-being. Remember, if we avoid our problems, well, we know what you avoid only comes back with a vengeance, often resulting us feeling overwhelmed, stressed out. It's one of the ways you may find yourself at moments in life where you end up tearing up, welling up and crying and not being able or not understanding why. Your girl Key Tavern can tell you exactly why. I'm very good at helping people to understand what the hell is going on with them. And I think my criminal justice history serves me particularly well, because I also understand that if we have deviant, weird, odd behavior, often it comes from something far deeper. We got to do a bit of a deep dive. So one of the reasons why your girl Key specializes in narcissism is, one, I've often attracted narcissistic individuals into my life. And as time went on, I just became increasingly curious about why. What is it about me that means I draw these people to them? One of the things I find is people are not clear often, for example, are not clear about what they do when they're in a narcissistic dynamic. So they go on blaming the narcissist, they've done this and they've done that, but they don't have any self-awareness. So we always, need to think about, what is it that I do that co-creates this situation? Because the situation is often co-created. If I can help you ascertain that, then we can explore what your choices are. And if you choose to, you can start to practice, develop new habits, and see what occurs in your life. That's where the miracles are. And if this video might be of interest to you and you are caught in a bit of a prickly dynamic with someone and you want to understand the dynamics at interplay, sign up. I have a life lesson workshop coming up this Wednesday where I'm going to be helping people to understand what are the unconscious dynamics at play. We need to understand our conscious behavior, the behavior you go about doing every day, comes from your unconscious mind. And you need to develop an understanding of that in order to make long-lasting changes to your life, because I know you want better for yourself. If you've got a curiosity about your mental health, or you might have been diagnosed with a label, if you need any kind of question, if you want to ask somebody different, if you want to get a different viewpoint, please inbox me. I'll make a video for you. Don't worry, you won't get tagged. But I'm very passionate about helping as many people as I can understand their situation, so hopefully they get the aha moment. I love that when that happens to clients. The aha. The aha is the space that creates the opportunity for change. What is it in your life you need to change? Remember, one of the biggest issues is people often have a desire to want life on their terms. And that's your ego. And as long as your ego is functioning, dominating your life, it's highly likely you will often develop sadness, depression, stress, because life doesn't work on your terms. Ego key delivers inconvenient truths to many people who are in a space where they want to hear it, because life doesn't work on your terms. And actually, the true power lies in surrendering to the process, understanding that, and moving forward. It's your girl, Keeley Taverner, psychotherapist, who's passionate about helping people to understand what they do that creates their reality. Do take care of you, because if you don't, no one is coming to save you. You must learn to save yourself. And that's the truth.